For those of us past 40, I'd venture a guess that your trousers aren't quite fitting as they should. And I'm not talking about simply selecting a larger size. My focus is on how they genuinely sit and drape on your physique right now. The reality is, a truth often overlooked, that our bodies undergo transformations once we cross the 4-decade mark. If you're still purchasing pants the way you did in your 30s, same size, same cut, identical shopping habits, that's precisely why your waistband feels constricting, your pockets protrude, and your legs appear shorter. The appropriate pair of pants can instantly rejuvenate your look, sometimes more effectively than a fresh haircut or shedding a few pounds. Conversely, ill-fitting ones subtly age you daily, even if the rest of your ensemble is impeccable. Now, before you imagine this will be an overly complex fashion seminar, rest assured, it's not. I'm going to reveal 4 distinct elements to consider the next time you invest in trousers. These principles apply whether you're choosing denim for a casual outing, chinos for the office, or dress pants for an evening dinner. We'll explore the fit around your waist and seat, the crucial measurement that redefines your entire silhouette, which leg shape creates a taller impression, and that vital length detail most gentlemen entirely overlook. Stay tuned. Once you finish watching this video, you'll possess the precise knowledge needed to ensure you never make another poor pant purchase. Let's begin. Rule number 1. How pants should fit at the waist, hips, and seat. Men over 40 fit guide. Firstly, and this is where many men our age stumble, you require the correct fit through your waist, hips, and rear. Now, this isn't merely about choosing a number on a tag. It's about how the garment genuinely settles on your frame. Because here's the undeniable truth after turning 40. You might carry a little extra around the middle. Your backside might not be as taut as it once was, and that's entirely natural. However, if your pants don't accommodate these changes, the result is either a disheveled or an uncomfortable appearance. Neither look serves you well. Let's define what a proper fit actually entails. Begin with the waist. Your pants ought to rest comfortably at your natural waistline. There should be no painful digging in or unsightly gapping. It should feel secure without squeezing or constant shifting. Here's a simple assessment. You should be able to effortlessly slide 2 fingers inside the waistband. Next, examine the hips. A clear indicator that your pants are too snug is the presence of horizontal wrinkles pulling taut across your hip region. If this happens, opt for a larger size. Then, inspect the seat. The fabric should gently trace your natural contours without any unsightly bunching. From the side, you want a smooth, unbroken line from your waist down your leg. No sagging, no excessive pulling. You know what I frequently observe? Many men still cling to outdated sizing habits, and that's exactly why their trousers end up either too loose or too restrictive. When they're too baggy, all that excess material doesn't conceal weight. It creates the illusion of even greater volume. Structure diminishes bulk. Volume does not. If they're too tight, with pockets flaring out like little wings, or if the fabric is straining across your thighs, you're fighting a losing battle. Go up a size. And if they're skin tight, that aesthetic belongs to 2012, not to men over 40 seeking a refined, contemporary silhouette. So, what truly suits gentlemen over 40? You should be aiming for a slim straight cut, not excessively skinny, and certainly not baggy, hitting that ideal middle ground. This cut provides a modern, clean profile without making you feel constricted. It's versatile for everything. Chinos, dress pants, even your everyday casual trousers. And pay close attention to the fabric. You desire something with a degree of inherent structure. Think cotton twill, heavier denim, perhaps a stretch wool blend. Steer clear of those super thin, overly stretchy pants that reveal every contour. You want fabric that maintains its shape. A quick suggestion: when trying on pants, actively move around. Sit down. Walk a bit. If the waistband digs in when seated, or if the seat feels restricted, try the next size up. At this stage in life, comfort is just as crucial as the visual fit. Now, I'm genuinely curious, so please share in the comments. Are your pants typically too tight or too loose? Because nearly everyone contends with one or the other. Let me know below. Alright, you've mastered the fit around the waist and seat. But there's another factor that creates an even more significant impact, and most guys are completely unaware of its existence. Rule number 2. Why rise matters for men over 40, mid-rise and high-rise explained. Now, once you've perfected that initial fit, the next element that makes an enormous difference, and most men scarcely give it a thought, is the rise. The rise is essentially the measurement from the crotch seam all the way up to the top edge of the waistband. In simpler terms, it dictates precisely where your pants sit on your physique. And this one characteristic, I assure you, completely transforms your overall appearance. Here's why a mid-rise or high-rise pant is exceptionally effective after 40. It positions the garment at or very close to your natural waistline. When it achieves this, it delivers 3 substantial benefits. First, it gracefully covers your midsection. Instead of creating that notorious muffin top by cutting across the middle of your stomach, a higher rise sits elevated and smooths everything out. You're not compressing anything. It simply creates a much cleaner line. Second, it visually lengthens your legs. When your trousers sit higher on your waist, they create an optical illusion that extends your lower body. At our age, any adjustment that enhances your proportions is definitely worth considering. And no, a higher rise isn't synonymous with an old man aesthetic. It's simply the appropriate balance for a mature man's physique, especially post-40. Conversely, low-rise pants are where issues frequently arise. They expose your midsection, putting any weight you're carrying right front and center, certainly not the desired effect. They tend to slide down when you sit, leading to constant tugging, adjusting, and pulling. That isn't confidence. That's just irritating. They disrupt your proportions because, by sitting so low, your torso appears elongated and heavier, while your legs look shorter. This is the complete antithesis of what you're aiming for. How do you ascertain if you've found the correct rise? It's a super straightforward test. The waistband should rest directly at, or perhaps just an inch below your belly button. That's the sweet spot. If it's positioned down at your hip bones, it's unequivocally too low. The crotch seam itself should feel utterly comfortable. No pulling, no bunching. It should sit naturally without any tension. And here's an easy visual check. Tuck in a shirt and observe yourself in a mirror. A mid to high rise will appear neat, proportional, and balanced. With a low rise, you'll instantly perceive that something looks amiss. Now, I suspect that the concept of rise is probably new information for many of you watching this. If that resonates with you, please do me a favor. Hit that like button. It truly helps YouTube recommend this video to more men who could benefit from it. Plus, it confirms that you're finding this advice valuable. Alright, we've covered the crucial fit and the importance of rise. Next, let's delve into leg shape, because this is an area where I frequently see men making choices that inadvertently work against their best interests. Rule number 3. The best leg shapes for men over 40, straight, slim straight, light taper. Once the rise is correctly established, the next area of focus is achieving a clean drape. This refers to how the fabric flows from your hip gracefully down to your ankle. You want the material to hang straight and smoothly. No awkward bunching, no superfluous fabric, and certainly no aggressively narrow taper that makes it seem like you're wearing athletic leggings. A quick guideline. If the fabric clings, it's too tight. If it billows, it's too loose. Here's what a straight, unblemished drape accomplishes for you. It crafts a visually longer, leaner leg line. That uninterrupted vertical line instantly makes your legs appear extended and contributes to an overall slimmer silhouette. If you're carrying a bit of extra weight, and honestly most of us are, that straight line harmonizes your proportions instead of drawing unwanted attention to areas you'd prefer to minimize. It projects a modern image without veering into overly trendy territory. You're not attempting to squeeze into skinny jeans like a 25-year-old, nor are you swimming in baggy trousers reminiscent of 1998. You're positioned perfectly in that ideal zone, contemporary yet enduring. It naturally downplays features you'd rather not highlight, such as larger thighs or thicker calves. Your gaze simply follows a smooth trajectory instead of lingering on perceived problem spots. Before I outline the exact cuts you should gravitate towards, let me pose a question. Be candid. How many pairs of trousers are currently in your wardrobe that you know don't fit well, yet you continue to wear them? Perhaps they're too constricting, or maybe they're too loose, but you just keep reaching for them because they're convenient. Yes, we've all been there. Feel free to share a number in the comments if you're willing to confess. Alright, so which leg shapes provide that impeccable clean drape? Asterisk straight fit asterisk. This is your timeless, foolproof choice. The leg maintains a consistent width from the thigh down to the ankle. No tapering, no flaring, just a clean, vertical line. It's simple, versatile, and pairs well with any footwear. Asterisk slim straight asterisk. This is my personal preference. It features a subtle taper, just enough to feel current, but crucially, it preserves that overall straight, refined line. Not tight, not loose, it's just right. Asterisk light taper asterisk. If you desire a touch more shaping, a gentle taper works beautifully, and I must emphasize the word light. The legs should narrow subtly from the knee downwards, not dramatically or aggressively. Now, what to avoid? Asterisk skinny pants asterisk. If they're gripping your calves and ankles, that particular style reached its peak about a decade ago. It's time to move on. Furthermore, they're uncomfortable and emphasize every detail. Asterisk joggers and elastic cuffs. Asterisk look. Joggers are perfectly acceptable for athletic activities, but for everyday casual wear after 40, they tend to convey a youthful vibe that doesn't quite align. Reserve them for the gym. Asterisk wide leg pants asterisk. While these might be experiencing a trend resurgence, they typically add bulk and are challenging to incorporate casually. Most men over 40 present better in something more streamlined. Stick with straight, slim straight, or a light taper. These cuts have remained staples for decades precisely because they consistently deliver just one more crucial detail. And this is so incredibly simple, costs almost nothing to rectify, yet it makes the most profound visual impact among all four of these guidelines. I'm about to show you exactly what it is. Rule number 4. The perfect pant length for men over 40, break, no break, hemming tips. You could achieve the perfect fit, absolutely nail the rise, and select the ideal leg shape, but if the length is incorrect, the entire ensemble falls apart. And this, remarkably, is the easiest element to correct. When it pertains to pant length, here's the straightforward principle. Aim for either a slight break or no break at all. Your trousers should delicately brush the top of your shoes. No excessive fabric stacking up, no unsightly bunching. If you observe fabric stacking or a flash of ankle, the length is off. Why is this so important? Because this precise length conveys intentionality. It looks polished. It demonstrates attention to detail without appearing as though you're trying too hard. Here is arguably the single most valuable piece of advice I can offer you. Get your pants hemmed. I'm absolutely serious. Locate a tailor or even a local dry cleaner. Most of them provide hemming services. It typically costs around $10 to $15 and takes them mere minutes. This minor alteration resolves 80% of what makes trousers appear unkempt, and astonishingly, most men never do it. Why? Because the majority of pants sold off the rack are cut generously long. Unless you stand at 6 feet 2 inches or taller, your trousers are likely dragging on the ground a little, and that makes even expensive garments look sloppy. When your pants meet your shoes at precisely the right length, just touching the surface, it instantly makes you appear taller, cleaner, and more composed. A tiny detail, a monumental impact. A genuine question for you. Have you ever actually taken a pair of pants to be hemmed, or do you simply cuff them, roll them up, or just tolerate the excess fabric? Let me know in the comments, because I believe most men have never even considered this step. Asterisk too short asterisk. If your ankles are visibly exposed, that cropped, ankle-showing aesthetic is a distinct fashion-forward statement. If you're deeply immersed in avant-garde style, excellent. But for most of us, simply striving to look sharp and well put together, it interrupts your proportions in an odd manner. Asterisk too long asterisk if you have fabric gathering and creating multiple folds at the bottom. That's too long. It makes you appear shorter and makes even quality pants look inexpensive. Get them hemmed. Seriously, it is that simple. Alright, let's bring this full circle. You've just discovered the 4 essential keys to purchasing trousers that genuinely complement your body after 40. Asterisk rule number 1 asterisk. Focus on the fit at the waist, hips, and seat. Opt for a slim straight cut with structured fabric. Neither too restrictive nor too loose. Asterisk rule number 2 asterisk. Embrace a mid to high rise. This style sits at your natural waistline, elongates your legs, and gracefully smooths out your midsection. Asterisk rule number 3 asterisk. Seek a clean drape with a straight or slim straight leg. No skinny pants, no baggy pants. Stick with what consistently works. Asterisk rule number 4 asterisk. Ensure the length is impeccable. Aim for a slight break or no break. Get them professionally hemmed if necessary. Here's the ultimate takeaway. The right trousers make you look taller, leaner, and exude greater confidence. The wrong ones, conversely, add years to your appearance every single time you step out the door. And honestly, at this phase of life, you don't need to chase fleeting trends. You don't need to dress as if you're 25. Men who dress exceptionally well after 40 aren't attempting to look younger. They are projecting confidence and competence. And now, you possess the knowledge to do exactly the same. So here's what I need from you. If this video helped you grasp something new, please hit that like button. It signals to YouTube to share this with other men who need this information. Drop a comment and tell me which of these 4 rules surprised you the most. Was it the rise? The hemming advice? Let me know below. And if you crave more straightforward, no-nonsense style guidance for men our age, real talk, no ephemeral trends, just what genuinely works in everyday life, then hit that subscribe button. I have more videos coming that will empower you to look your absolute best without overthinking it. The next time you're shopping for pants, whether it's chinos, jeans, dress pants, or anything else, remember these 4 guiding principles. They are universally effective. Thanks for watching.